this, and I will talk about globalization and how that makes us. Well, the globalization is integration of customs and beliefs from different countries, and it has been a process of exporting and integrating traditions, values, art, religion, etc. Also, cultural exchange is now more common thanks to media we have. I could say that it has been something that has been dancing for centuries. One example of this could be the trip of Marco Polo or the process of colonization that allowed the encounter of different cultures and that in some cases allowed the creation of new cultures from this encounter. But so will the ancient culture disappear from the globalization? Well, that is hard to know because it depends on the appropriation of each people with their culture. For me, the basis of a strong culture is the knowledge of the cause of being of the customs, because this allows new generations to embrace roots and to want to maintain and transmit their culture with passion to subsequent generations or to external people. Well, having spoken a little about globalization, I want to tell you about a culture that grew and died thanks to globalization. It is a culture that we all know for the geographical location in Scandinavia and its invasion to different parts of Europe. Well, invasions could say that is one of the most relevant points of the recognition of the Nordics. Initially, they were only Britain, but thanks to the fructiferous that turned out, them did decide to follow France, Belgium, Holland, Italy, and Spain. Within this invasion, they had some points of settlement, among those that emphasized Novgorod and Kiev. One of the groups that had the greatest activity in invasion was the Rus. Thanks to them, Russia gets its name. One of the characteristics that allowed the Nordics to have so much success in their trips was their boats, the drakars, which were long but narrow, light and fast shipping. With up of 30 paddles, they were made but oak plates and special equipment was needed to their production, and we can see the drakars in the image below. Their society. The Nordics were free men who were largely engaged in food cultivation and animal rearing. Others engaged in market and settled in coastal cities. There were slaves coming from invaded lands, and there were nobles who had great wealth and descent from great warriors. The Nordic were polytheists. Their most important god was Odin, king of the gods, god of the war and death. Their greatest believers were the berserkers, bold and fierce warriors. Other important gods were Thor, the god of thunder, lightning, and wind, of great popularity because of the importance in the climate and impact it had on the activities of citizens. Well, the decay of culture comes with the conversion to Christianity of the king Harald Bluetooth in the 10th century, after which the settlers followed him in his decisions. However, in this 21st century, there are villages based on Nordic culture, and that is because I say to you in the beginning of the talk that the Nordic culture have grown and died thanks to globalization. The Christianism is who ends the Nordic culture. Thanks.